space, and he's got 4 out to the 29.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle him, wear him out. Sometimes he's 3 to 4 yards.
There he goes! At the 30. He's at the touchdown Bulldogs! Excellent pass by the back on the option.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
Coming out with it, it's Hampton. Nice job by the kickoff team, everybody. In their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. He stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. Looking for a man. It's Mack. Fires to the wideout. Working that left side. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he's stopped, and it'll be first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to go up top on first down. That pass is incomplete. You guys have both played in rivalry games, so what did you do to keep yourself locked in during that week of preparation, David?
Well, you try to keep your emotions in check, but it's really, really hard to do because a lot of times the hatred is so strong. The emotions are so real. The coaches
turning it on! And he was loose and not stopped until he gets to the 47-yard line. Alabama quickly back to the line.
Well, the defense just had to chase that guy down, make a tackle after a long run, and no chance to substitute.
Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. And he'll take it to the house. He got... Here comes the Bulldog offense back onto the field. This feels like one of those games you might have to answer every score. Already down 14-7. Not much doing. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out.
He wants to take the top off. Pulls in the deep ball. And they exploited that soft spot, and they get it down to the 35. Mississippi State comes out after picking up the first down. Snags it over the middle. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. Finds a crease at the 20. He's up to 90 yards on the ground, and he's been terrific all season, ranking in the top 10 in rushing. Mississippi State has this drive hitting on all cylinders. Pocket breaking down. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
All right, offense has got to be better. You've done a nice job getting the football to this point in the red zone, but now you can't go backwards. You've got to be able to get rid of the football if it's not there, and that was a terrible play giving up the sack.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. It'll be 3rd and long. Dropping back, it's Croman Hope. Gets away. And the rush will get to him at the 25. Now on 4th down, they'll send out the field goal unit. This is not a straight-on kick, a 42-yarder from the right hash. And it's no good. He missed it. Flag on the field, and the kicker's going to have a little bit shorter distance to work with here. Can't make contact with the kicker like that. A costly special teams penalty. You've got to know your path in front of the kicker. Offense comes back on the field. This offense has a 1st and 10. They are flat bailed out by the defensive penalty. Off the RPO, complete. They get him stopped at the 2, but it'll leave 1st and goal.
And I tell you what, all this spread offense, man, it's really accentuated receivers in so many different shapes and sizes. But this guy, they're going to find him. They're going to find him early. They're going to find him often. He's made so many plays throughout the season and really been the feature of this offense. And this dude has worked his way. He might get a trip to New York as a wide receiver. That is not normal, and neither is this dude.
Trying to barge their way in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Mississippi State. Extra point here will tie the game. Let's go to the studio now and check in with... They'll start this drive from their own 35-yard line. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Looking downfield, it's Mack. With the catch, it's Moore. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the second quarter. We played one, and we are right back where we started, all tied up after the first period as we take a look at the stats. So 1st down here as they go back to work. The give on the option. Makes a man miss. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line. Looking for a productive play on 1st down. They'll send the back in motion. Wants to throw on 1st down. Unloads to the wideout. Oh, he drops the football. He had him right down the gut of the field. Instead, it'll be 2nd down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Wants to go up top. Caught in the backfield, it's Young. Across the 25, he's got room. And good blocking in space out there to give him enough room to pick up the 1st down. Alabama trying to cash in on this red zone trip. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. And as he throws, can't hold on. He had it right down the middle, and he flat dropped it. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Looking for space. It's Young. And there was nowhere to go. Just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. You know what they need. You know what they want. And you know what they deliver on third down. More cowbell. Back to throw. It's Simpson. Looking for the end zone. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there. They'll try to salvage a field goal on this drive. The kicker will reach for a 36-yard attempt. Field goal is good. And with that, they've taken the lead. So after the made field goal, they'll kick it away and rely on their defense.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
The Mississippi State offense headed back to the field to go to work. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Runs ahead and powers his way for 4 yards out to the 30. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Looking to fire. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
Man, it's easy to play defense when you can do this. When you can get to the quarterback quick and make him make a decision quick, it makes it easier for the secondary, for the linebackers, for everybody on the field.
Looking to throw on third. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. Mississippi State will roll out the punt unit. First time we've seen their punt team tonight. They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. Here comes that Alabama offense. They've got the lead here. Last time they settled for a field goal, but David got to find that balance between being aggressive. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And the DB forcing the incomplete pass with the deflection.
Well, this quarterback has really found a nice rhythm early, and he's in firm control and command of everything that's happening. They've had 2 drives, they've scored 2 touchdowns, and here... possession, he still wants to take shots. That one obviously falls incomplete, but if you're him, I would keep spinning the beam.
Caught behind the line. It's Young. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Well, you haven't seen a lot of incompletions from this guy now. His last 2 games out, completed over 70% of his throws last week. He's doing it again in this game. As a head coach, you got to love the fact that your quarterback is dialed in.
Back to pass, it's Mack. And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26. Looks as if the Tide will punt it away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Wanted to make sure not to give them a chance for a return as it goes out of bounds. Here comes the Mississippi State offense, ready to attack. A rather unproductive series last time, 3 and out, and they'll try to do better this time around. Handoff to the lone back. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the play.
Mississippi State right back to the line.
One of the nice things about RPOs is that it's a slow developing mesh between the QB and running back, and that allows these receivers time to get vertically downfield and work their routes. You saw it right there on that play.
So now it's 2nd and long. Pulls and throws off the RPO. How about those sweet twinkle toes-like moves as he gets to the 38?
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
Brings him to the open. All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks. It's first down. He now has 111 yards on the ground, and he has his eyes fixed on leading the nation in rushing. Throws toward the end zone. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score.
And those sting for offenses, man. You've got an opportunity to get in the end zone, to get the touchdown. It's not easy. It's hard to get guys open. He comes open, and the quarterback, man, I bet he wishes he had that one back.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
Off the RPO, fire right, trying to convert. Looking for the end zone. Gets out of bounds after the big game, but they've got it first and goal. And the Bulldogs pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Sends it back in motion. They'll use the running game on first and goal. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Down to 2 minutes to play in the half. The referee signal for the 2-minute timeout. Can the defense stop them again on second and goal? Looking for a man. It's Croman Hope. Quickly to the flat, the wide receiver screen. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. Cutting it close now with third and goal upcoming. Makes the grab. Touchdown, Bulldogs! Off the play fake on first down to throw. Got his man to the left. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47. An explosive play to start the drive, and they'll try to keep the D on its heels. Looking downfield on first down. Got it in the middle, it's Smith. Lots of room to run. Touchdown, Alabama! Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Finds a spot in the middle. Out to the 36-yard line after gaining 10 on that one. Mississippi State going up-tempo. To the air on first down. Wide open downfield. And that's where they'll mark him, but a chunk play and they pick up a first down. Looking to throw on first down. He's taking the shot. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. Behind the chains now on second and long. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Complete to the right.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. Just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now and get ready for another one.
Got room to work. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Looking downfield, it's Croman Hope. Got the back over the middle. And they get to him and knock him down to prevent a big gain. Clock's running, and they'll try to get to the line warp speed for second down. Keeps looking downfield. Oh, he's got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Mississippi State. And they take it in for 6 more points. And the extra point is good, and they have a 28-24 lead.
And that is exactly what you want from your offense. Man, late in the half, you want to execute and then punch it in physically on the ground, take the lead going into the half, take all the momentum. Nice execution in the drive by that offense.
I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. Opening play of this drive comes from the 11. Looking to throw on first down. Fires to the right. Got a wide open receiver. He's going to be out of bounds, but not before he gets it to midfield.
Yeah, and the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
Under fire. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Looking downfield very late in the half. It's caught downfield. He stopped at the 40, but it'll be a first down here late in the half. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. And in the closing moments of the first half, they'll try to put a 3 spot on the board. And this one will be a 57-yard attempt. He'll unleash it from the right hash. No good. And it is still a 4-point deficit. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Man, great energy in that building. There always is when these two get together. And a fun first half between these rivals.
And he takes this from inside the 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Here comes the Bulldog offense back onto the field. It's working. Why change it? And that running game was working in the first half. I imagine we'll see a lot more of it here in the third quarter.
And you just know the offensive line was telling their coordinator, put this on us. Let us continue to go out there, push these guys around. We can put this game on our back and end this thing by running the ball.
And this is a manhood question for this defense. Like, as a defensive lineman, and you're pounding the rock, like, I got to physically rise to this challenge. This defense has to play more inspired and more physical in the second half.
Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. 3rd and long. Ball's at the 25. Motion from the wide receiver. Looking to throw, it's Croman Hope. Grab near the marker, it's Williams. He'll have enough for the first down, and they stop him at the 45. Mississippi State to the line with a fresh set of downs. Wants to go up top on first down. Grabbed in the middle, it's Williams. There he goes to the right. Touchdown, Bulldogs! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
Each and every week, I think this coaching staff does such a good job of scheming ways to get this guy the football in the passing game, and defenses can't cover him. With that last catch, this now his 10th receiving touchdown on the season.
On the move from inside his 5. And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. The long missed field goal squashed any hopes of scoring on the last drive. They'll try to get something done this time. To the ground with the back.
I got to be honest, I am shocked at just how well the defense has played in this game, especially stopping the run. We talked about statistically how they've struggled this season.
And he will be sacked at the 6-yard line.
Offense, you got to do a better job. There's got to be more sense of urgency protecting your backup quarterback. You've already lost your starter due to injury. Now that the backup's in, you know you're going to have to hold on for just that split second longer, and they weren't able to do it there.
Makes the catch. It's Williams. Brought down at the 16-yard line, and that will likely bring out the punt team. The Crimson Tide will bring the punt team on the field. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He'll field the punt and try to make something happen. And there he goes! Man, oh man, did that coverage team have its hands full. Well, not full because they didn't get a hand on him for quite a while. Great return there. The Mississippi State offense headed back to the field to go to work. Throws to the wideout. Touchdown, Mississippi State! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. They want to finish the season strong, and man, are they doing that here in this Week 11 performance. Now they have extended this lead, guys, starting to put the hammer, but sometimes a rivalry game can give you a little of extra fight back.
And there can be no panic at this point now. You've worked too hard this offseason, David. They've had this game circled for so long. You've got to play your best football right now and fight back.
And you just need something good to happen on this next possession. You got to get the crowd back into this football game. Big rivalry. Get some emotion. Get some momentum on your side.
This senior showed some serious arm strength firing that one in for the first down. Big chunk play to start this drive. Now they'll really try to take it to this defense. Dropping back, it's Simpson. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
We know about this running back's versatility, and he's made some plays in this game so far, catching the ball. That time, though, he had no shot. Defender bearing down on him. They're able to get the hit and make sure it falls incomplete.
He made the first guy miss, but there were too many dudes coming to help, and they stopped him behind the line. The Crimson Tide a long, long way from the line to gain here on third down. Motion from the back. On third and long, a check down would be the last resort. Oh, and he took a shot as he threw that one away. Alabama will bring the punt team on the field. He'll try to really get into this one. Nice job to make the fair catch at the 16. Make sure that ball didn't bounce into the coffin corner. Here comes the Mississippi State offense, ready to attack. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute, David.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
Buys a little time. He'll pull it down. Out of bounds at the 27-yard line, and this offense needed a play like that.
And how about this quarterback, man? He's showing you a little bit of everything. He's had a great day throwing the football, spinning it around, scoring touchdowns, and now shows you he can pick them up and put them down, scrambling for the first down. He's had a day where he's really showing you he can do all things on the football field.
The Bulldogs have their whole playbook open here on 2nd and inches. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
They needed only 1 yard. Good job by the offensive line, getting just enough push to keep this drive alive.
Mississippi State really efficient on offense right now. Quarterback on the keeper. Forced out of bounds. Good pickup there on the ground.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
Get it out to the supersonic guy. Amazing how many times an offensive holding penalty will stall a drive. We'll see if the offense can overcome it. Line getting set on second down. To the air, it's Croman Hope. Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. He'll go out of bounds at the 38-yard line as this offense patiently tries to work the ball out of its own end.
And we've already seen it a couple times now. Like, he is more than willing and actually quick. He's quick to get those puppies moving and get out the pocket and go scramble and make a play. If this defense is paying attention, his feet is a big part of this game plan.
Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31. So Mississippi State will have to punt this one away. Perhaps feeling that coverage coming, signals for the fair catch and makes it at the 25. Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. Opening play of this drive comes from the 26-yard line. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. That's a fumble on the play. Oh, look what I found. I'd say that's a stroke of good fortune. The offense keeps it. I don't know if it was luck or aggression or just a fortuitous bounce, but at least they've got the ball back.
But one thing I do know, Reese, this running back has got to do a better job with ball security. You cannot turn the football over and expect to win this game. They're very lucky they were able to jump on top of that.
We've come to the end of the period, and Mississippi State is on top. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. So we open the final period with a third down play. On 3rd and long, trying to convert through the air. Hauls it in on the right. And he's brought down after a huge completion. Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the second half. It's 1st and 10. To the air, it's Simpson. Got his man quickly. They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. He was open, he had it, and he dropped it. Would have been a touchdown. Instead, it's 2nd down. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone.
It's a nice adjustment by the defense here. With a big lead in the game, you're putting extra DBs on the field, knowing the offense has to throw to get back in this one in the 4th quarter. So the best cover guys on the field, and they force an incompletion on the last one.
Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big 3rd down in the red zone. There's the pressure. Got rid of it just in time.
And I absolutely love what this defense is doing, man. You know exactly what time it is. You've got a big lead. They're going to have to throw the football. So more nickels, more dimes. Bring the speed on the field and get ready to play the pass.
Trying play action. Pressure coming. Desperately wanted to convert on 4th down, but couldn't do it.
And they decide to go for it. They decide to be aggressive, try to throw the football down the field. Receiver, quarterback not on the same page. No dice, turnover on downs.
Caught in the backfield, it's Robinson. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football. And a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting them the football, letting them get some positive yards.
They'll knock him down after a 6-yard gain to the 27.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. 4th quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
Mississippi State comes out after picking up the first down. It's caught. Good pickup there as he gets the first down. They'll mark him at the 48.
A little bit surprising, not going to lie. You got a big lead like this late in the game, and you're still throwing for it and being aggressive. But, hey, man, it's working. And if it's working, keep calling him, I guess.
And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down. And the Bulldogs can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. They'll keep it on the ground to keep this clock moving. And a really short game before he gets a whole bunch of company from the defense.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
Yeah, and you just wonder if the defense now has taken out some frustration. Obviously, they've been getting lit up all over the place. And that time, they finally gave it back to the offense there. Really nice, big, clean hit. This defense needs a little bit more of that as the game goes on.
The Bulldogs back to the line on 1st down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Gives it on the option. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on first down. It's 2nd and 3. To the air, it's Croman Hope working that wide receiver screen. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. And the Bulldogs are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Safe completion on the screen. Just steamrolling the defense. He's got enough. It'll be a first down. They've got it at the 12. The Bulldogs had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. They're going to run it. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
That's how you come up and make plays as a defense, man. Playing physical, playing downhill. They've given him some plays today, man. He's got over 100 yards on the day. He's really had some success. But on that play, really downhill, really physical, and a nice job getting him to the ground.
Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can't pick up a first down without scoring. 3rd down. It's really easy to get caught up in the emotion of a rivalry game. We did, and certainly this was a huge win.
Yeah, and you started, you circled it, you were ready for this team. This is the rivalry you put a lot of stock in all offseason. We're talking about this game in particular. You go out and get the dub. It's a relief because you definitely wanted this team.
And it's bragging rights for everybody, for the coaching staff, for the fans, but how about for the players as well? For another 365 days, you can talk about how you went out, you dominated, and you beat your rival. A lot of these guys are going to go into the NFL. They'll be in locker